My name is Sween.
I'm Tony, and we call the show
Swito!
Sweeto.
Hello
Hi!
everyone! Welcome to episode 12.
We are Sweeto again,
It is
Tony,
us again. And Sween.
or Sween and Tony. Anyway, so, mo ni ang episode 12, we're in among topic kay
Tips
tips
that
on
may help you
land a
land a
client.
client.
Tips that will help you land a client.
So,
Nag-practice mi ato, as
Oh,
always,
like
palpak
it.
na pod.
as always, always, walay script. It's
Yeah.
just raw.
We're just
And,
gonna go dive right into...
Gika na pud mi ng lakaw, mo to nakawaw paming duha, ana, with all my...
we just met with ako ang high school batch ako. Shout out Puro siya
Shout
pumino.
out.
Di mo sa nagapamino ano ko mga episodes, pero I was with my classmates, si Maling, si Jonax, si
Sige,
Mikmik, si Dan.
Oh.
I haven't seen most of them for 20 years, and I'm just really happy that everyone is successful sa ilang mga ginahimo. And I also heard so much, like, kadugog ko sa mga balita with other classmates that we had. So, and everyone's doing really well. I'm happy hearing all these things. Great news.
20 years na, sir, since nag-graduate.
La, patay. Nga na ako to gingon, napalpak, nasakpan na nun akong edad. Wait lang, kung ilan, ay,
Di na natawag compute. Dili na
wala
natawag
mo ka ba,
compute.
basin din advance day kay ko, basin din nag-ampak kog kuan, since dapat,
Mga 4 years.
or what if
nagambak ka
imbes na grade 4 ko, nandritso kog 4th year, di ba? Wala ka balo.
Wala ka kabalo, ano?
Sheldon din ko, Sheldon level. Anyway, let's go, let's talk about this. Kay,
Yes.
mo maguni always Sween ang mga problema ba, like dugay na magiko sige kanang apply oy nya wala pa man jud ko na hire or wala pa jud ko na ka land og client, and wala jud ko kabalo sa problema nako, and di ba kani also para tagaan ta mo context nganong kinsa day mo pa magstorya na oy kabalo man ko nga dugay na mo sa freelancing, pero naday mo creds to talk about that, naday kay creds ani Sween.
Ikaw na, di ko.
Ambot. Pero sige, Swin, you talk about your creds.
Yes, cause when we started the agency, when we started working with an agency,
What year?
2014.
Ikaw.
2014, I actually started as a recruitment officer, tapos nahimong training officer before nahimong HR manager for a while. So, 2 years ko na nasa HR.
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years
That's a
ko
long.
nasa HR.
That's a long time.
And that is running a small team of 2 or 3 sometimes. Tapos, handling interviews. Because it's not just interviews na ako interviewing the person as a VA coming in as an employee sa company, but it's also handling interviews between employees and the client, actually coaching the VA
Unsaon?
on how to like
Mao.
run the interview with the client.
Unsaon para mas dako ang chances nga
Mas
mo hire,
mas
ma-hire
nakaw ang
sila.
chances na ma-hire. So, part po na sa akong role. I was also helping in coaching them.
Ako pod kay since siya na sa HR, I was in operations. I was also involved in conducting kanang after sa ilahang initial interview padulong sa amoa as kanang mid-level na interview o usahay pod naga final interview sad ko. So,
Yeah.
and also after agency, I had the chance to continue doing interviews when my clients would be looking for specific na mga VAs, ingon ana. So, ako po na nagakonduct og interview on behalf of my client kay para di na niya kailangan na himuon. So,
Yeah.
I think naami gamay say when it comes to sharing tips.
Nami kamay experience.
Gamay experience og nami
as
gamay alam para dili kay mo ma-pressure na hala oy kuyawa ni nila, pero nami gamay
Nami kamay alam as both interviewer and interviewee.
Yes,
Kasi we've been in both positions.
Mo ni nakanindot na that we can share about our inputs or insights when it comes to how to apply, and at the same time giunsa to pag-apply ana itong mga
Yes.
trabaho. All right,
Yes.
sige, let's go.
Wala may kabalo pila ni kabuk tips, pero as much as we can think of and remember.
Amo na lang ni siya ginay, wala ni siya wala mi nag-practice as
no
always.
specific order of priority or
Pero
importance.
let's try our best nga marag ato siya sugdan from preparation
Yes,
to
ana.
ana na lang siya kay dili biya jud mi ka practice ani no. Amora ni ginastoryahan pinakalit mo sa ang topic. Okay, let's go.
So preparation meaning pre-interview or
Pre-interview.
how to make your cover letter or
Before
resume.
that, it's more
Ay,
of
okay.
it's really more of like how to prepare yourself. Before ka magunahon na unsa ibutang sa resume, unsa ibutang sa imong cover letter, unsa imong sa imong portfolio, what I always tell people is you have to really know unsa imuhang kaya i-offer.
Yes.
Kay lisod nang magsikag tanaw sa palibot unsa ang hiring dito ka mga apply. Pero ang tinuod ay kay dili siya match kung unsa imong kaya i-offer.
Yeah.
Ask yourself first, unsa budget akong kaya ibaligya? Kay ibaligya mo guni imong kaugalingon. So dapat kaya nimo ibaligya imong kaugalingon with that skill para when pangutanon ka kaya kay nimo bisag balik taron pa kaya nimo panindigan unsa imong ginaingon.
Yes.
Next.
Na kanang ano?
Yeah, after
preparation.
pagyapon ta.
Preparation also could be like identifying like the kind of like just knowing in your heart or
In your heart of hearts.
in your heart and in your mind the
Yes.
kind of client that you want to work with. In terms of
Is this niche or
niche
oh.
niche na target market na
So
what
you
kind of
already know
business,
or you already know unsa imuhang skill nga
among
ibaligya
skills, ana.
and now knowing what kind of clients or unsa na industry mo i-target.
Yes, unsa na
Okay.
industry ang imong i-target.
Ito.
For example, actually most recent example is my conversation with my sister. Na she works with
Uy,
a
shout out.
company, shout out sa akong sister, hi Shob. She works with a company wherein she, di na ako i-disclose ang mga details, but specifically on travel. Any travel, ticketing, booking, nga na. And now she wants to leave. She's looking for a VA job. And she has various like amount
Experience
of
pa,
skills in multimedia and online web design and everything. So, when I had the conversation with her, I told her na ayaw na pangita og kanang lisod na industry na wakakabaw.
Oh.
Kay kay background in travel. So, mangita ka, sayang.
Use it to your advantage.
Use it to your advantage. Mangita ka kanang either agency, coach, or business nagapangita og either EVA, an executive virtual assistant, or a social media manager. Kay how'd man siya either way.
Na siya skills with design, na siya skills with comms. So, and client handling.
Oo.
So, perfect
kuwan
na siya
siya,
kayo.
perfect siya, and like her role was really good. in that
Versus
company.
her trying to figure out asa man jud, unsa may pwede, asa may nindot,
kasi
asa
she
may
was-
takog sweldo, asa may mas dali makasulod.
She was being very general.
Yeah.
Na masking unsa na lang
So
basta
which
social
when
media.
you say
ana.
bisig unsa na lang, when you're trying to be everything, that means you are the same as the rest of everyone.
No, it's more of like masking unsa na lang na niche basta social media
Yeah, lisod kayo na.
management ang iyang target. So what happened is during a conversation, ko na naman kay experience ani na business, na
sayang.
experience ani. So target this specific niche. Tas na siya na, hala bitaw no, wala na ko na naisip.
Yeah. So
Then,
sometimes you really need someone lang to tell you no nga
Yeah.
guidance ba kung unsa jud kay medyo usay maka-overwhelm bang asa man jud ta sometimes ma-feel po nato nga dili man enough ni akong experience or knowledge but in fact that's already a good start for you.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
proceed. So after na identify unsa imong core offering which is kato social media unsa man na sa inyo next is targeting sa imong target unsa next imuon. I think I can do that.
Yeah.
So now is curating or creating your resume, your portfolio, or your cover letter. Kaya tulo ni. 3 things ni. Portfolio, resume, and cover letter. Ang nitabo man gud most of the people ginahimo kay nagahimo sila generic na resume, nagahimo sila generic na portfolio, nagahimo sila generic na cover letter. Kay what they're doing is sige na send lang ng send, bahala na send nagdaghan kayo and mag-hope na nga isa out of the 100 nga mo reply.
Yeah.
So which is really a bad na for in my opinion kay bad siya na move kay everyone is doing it as well.
Yeah.
So what I always tell people, di mo pwede iasa lang sa chamba-chamba ni. So ang dapat himuon ana since you already know kinsa ka unsa imong offer, kinsa imong target, na try to kanang build your portfolio based sa unsa example kato travel, then create designs. If you're a designer, create designs that showcases travel, showcases mangin ana nga butang kay when someone or kinsa imong gina-apply kabulo makakisam gina-applyan pod kay when they see your portfolio they know that you are the person they're looking for because whatever you're creating is already aligned to what they're looking for. Ikaduha, ang imong resume should also talk about, highlight only the things related to what you're applying.
Yes.
Ang usahay mo problema sa tanan sa uban most of the time kay magpataka rag butang dito sa resume, i-try butang i-dump tanan ang ilang mga experiences nga instead na makatabang, it only hurts their chances of landing the job because dili na ang mga experience kay dili naga-support or dili makatabang sa unsa ilang main nga ginahatag na offering.
Yeah, actually I have two different resumes or
Yeah,
CVs.
sige.
I have a CV for digital marketer, I have a CV for social media
Yes.
manager. Now the difference between both is not the amount of experience or the job titles that I have been through. The difference between both are the descriptions of the
Yes.
responsibilities.
Yes.
Nang ako ang gina-highlight sa responsibility is unsa ang related sa ginapangita sa
Yeah.
client. So if the client is looking for a digital marketer, ang ako ang gina-highlight sa kong resume na mga responsibilities
related
that I
to that.
handled. Is anything related to that. If social media manager and marketer ang ginapangita, katapod akong gina-highlight na mga roles and responsibilities because I have done various things.
The same thing happened. The same thing with me is katulagi I have so much experience in different na mga industries in fields and katulagi so I have a operations manager na CV. I also have like an kanang project manager na CV, account manager na CV, mga inana. So when ang magtan-aw sa inyong resume, example balik ta sa social media for katong sa to kanang travel. So pagtanaw niya, ang iyang experience account manager siya or kanang sales rep or customer rep siya sa isa ka kanang travel agency. Tapos pagtanaw niya, na siya background pagid sa background sa social media. Tapos kaya niya mag-design pagta sa portfolio, mo gyapon. Travel gyapon. Tapos imong cover letter pa jud kay it talks about you wanting to help a travel agency because of all the things you've learned from your previous nga mga trabaho. So mura gani everything makes so much sense for them.
Yeah.
Therefore, mas ako imong chance na makaland og job versus pataka na kag-send.
Yeah. So what we're saying is when it comes to your CV, lahi depending on the position you're applying for. Now, since you've already touched on cover letter pod is lahi depending on the person that you're talking to.
Yes.
That you're sending the CV to sending the cover letter to.
Okay, ang usay mo good ginahimo is generic lang or ipa-chat GPT lang, dili jud na siya mag-work.
Or worse, Google templated na
kalisod.
Copy paste lang.
Because I've seen multiple of that na nag-apply before. Makita na ko auto-pass ko. I'm so sorry. Auto-pass kay kabalo ko either halos wala mo guna sila kanang ko ba wala man ni nag-care sige na nag-send wala ginilagi basa ang instruction na ba. So I think next level of that is making sure that your socials, your online na portfolio or online mo na anything identity also aligns to what you are, what your niche and what you're trying to offer. What I'm trying to talk about is LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn, if you are gearing or aiming towards in a social media and for kind of travel, it should also talk about that. Your post also talks about that. Your description, your bio, your experiences, and everything in it. So, and when people checks on your LinkedIn, dali ra connected ra ba, so mangutana ka, sir unsa man na sir ingon ka nga lahi man to inyong gipang-ingon lagi kanamo lahi na CV. So when ang point dere is that ayaw sa amo dayon og ambak og different na mga niche. Start with just one, focused with one.
Yeah,
kami
for
man
now,
good,
especially pag newbie.
Kami man good karon, like wala dili man sa nagapanghinabog pero we can already get away with it kasi mingon kung I have 10 years of experience, I've already touched on different things, but right now I am selling myself sa inani nga role, inani akong kaya. And if you check on my socials or whatever, you can see a lot in there already. Pero I'm touching on everything because I was able to go through them. Pero sa uban nga wala pa jay katisting or wala pa nagihan, focus on one sa.
Yeah.
And in that way pod, you know pod exactly unsa imong kailangan tun-an kaysa trying to learn everything, mabuang ka. Kasi Telma, murag tala, di ba? Murag tala you're trying to be everything.
Yeah.
Murag kag octopus, dagka na kay skill na buang na ka.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
When it comes to portfolio,
You want to touch on portfolio, right?
Touch kay I see man good na or I hear people asking na unsa ang ibutang sa portfolio. So it's very easy for graphic designers, web developers, anyone na related na naay ka ng design or output na mapakita na unsa ang ibutang sa portfolio. But for example, for me, social media manager or marketing, unsa akong pwede ibutang sa portfolio. I realize now as a social media manager, you can't just put
Dili.
designed cards. One, the cards that you design needs to align with the niche that you're
Yeah.
targeting. Second, just seeing these designed cards or reels or whatever you want to put in your portfolio doesn't really say much. As there is, I'm talking sa ako ang niche no specifically, and I know a lot of people are listening also wanna touch on this niche na kanang you have to show in your portfolio your process in managing content.
That's really that's really great no even
Oh.
before gani the process in managing even you I think it's also important that you more gani i-provide by the process of you creating the content, the story behind it, the narrative, how did you come up with those posts, unsa ang mga rason nga
Yeah,
nung
like,
iani
what is the kind of research that you did? Who is the target market that you're assuming that would be attracted to this kind of content?
yeah kabalo mo nga no a lot of people can probably like design better than you.
Yeah.
But not everyone would be able to put context on why they designed it that way.
Yeah.
So, kung ako magtanaw sa inyong portfolio, makabalo ko, gwapo, pero wait lang, ano yun, ani? So, before ko mangutana, matagaan ako ni mo, ay, nindot kay pagkaisip. Kipag-isipan kay, 25 to 35 years old ang target ani niya, mga lalaki na taga-US, nga inaani nga state, nga inaani ang background, inaani ay klaro kay mod ay inaani masculine.
Mao din nga ni ang ano.
Oo,
So,
ang ingon pa jud inaani pa jud klase ang kanang positioning and tone messaging sa company mo nang I gets na kung anong inaani po iyang mga captions. 'Di ba? So you are providing ba kanang so much nga mura gani lisod na kay ka malimtan.
yeah. And also, by providing your process, you're also able to show sa client na kabalo ko sa akong ginahimo.
Yeah.
Na I'm
Flex
not
na
just,
diretso.
I'm not just a designer creating cards or a video editor creating
There's
reels.
some marketing working behind everything.
There's
There's a
social
marketing
media,
mind. Oo.
I'm a social media manager. So more than just the caption that you write. So inga na.
Oo.
So just touching a little bit of that.
All right, let's
So,
proceed.
let's proceed
Nanata
na
sa
kaning interview.
na. So, before the interview, it's really important that you do a research kinsa ni imong.
Yes.
So, mura gani
very
I
important.
always I've talked to you Swin about this on our way here sa balayan ako. Mura nig boxing. Before pa sa imong fight, before pa dito on the day sa imuhang scheduled fight, you should have had able to go through training. Pasog imong gipakusog imong kinumo, imong gipasolid imong lawas para di na ka masakitan. It's the same as you before the interview. Nagkuan ka, nagpractice ka, gi-research nimo kinsa mura ka kung sa boxing pakalaban dili gina-research imong company so that you know exactly how to position, how to talk to them. So knowing unsa kinsa sila, their vision, mission, their goals, also check on their social medias unsa silang klase, witty ba sila, professional ba sila, unsa klase ng mga words na ginagamit. You should be able to know all these things para you connect to them. Then you also before that you already immersed yourself to the culture and their personality as a brand. So therefore, it's easy for you now to position and present yourself during the interview.
Yeah, I have a very great
Go.
Story
Fire
about
away.
this, no? So now, because I was the front face magud sa HR and recruitment, so I have encountered different kind of people. One interviewee that I've never forgotten, hantod karon friends gyapon mi, and he's already reached amazing things in his life. Is this interviewee na wala kayo siya experience in anything digital. In fact, ang iyahang work before we met was nurse.
Mo ba nitong ninong na si Jane nga nasa US karon?
Dinonta ko magsama og nan. Grabe siya, pero he went to the office applying as WordPress expert.
Wala gyud siya bulon sa ng WordPress.
Wala siya kabulod sa ng WordPress. Ang iyang prior background before that was a few months working at a call center.
Pero nurse gid siya
Tapos
by
nurse
profession sa
siya by
US.
profession sa US. Tapos came back to the Philippines, nag-call center. And
Oy,
then,
Kuya Jane, na-mention na po ka sa mga podcast.
unforgettable jud kayo
Kumusta ka dala
because
sa US?
apply siya as WordPress expert without any background. Kami sa recruitment team was curious. Nga na siya nag-apply as WordPress expert na wala man sa iyang background. Pero he presented it beautifully sa iyang resume. I remembered. So we're like, sige, let's give him a chance. Let's invite him for an interview. Did a phone interview. He had great comms. So interviewed. So when we asked unsa iyang background sa WordPress, he actually admitted of not knowing having kanang
Anything.
work experience about WordPress. But when we asked him, okay, so what made you apply? What do you know about WordPress? He actually told us everything he knew about WordPress that he researched.
Research siya.
Nag-research siya. He researched
Magaling.
about WordPress, and then,
How-
you know, I mean,
How'd kayo eh?
he only, you know, like surface level lang iyang knowledge, but the fact that he actually
He did
researched
his
and
research.
He did his research, and then we asked na nganong gusto nimo mag-apply.
Pero how did to si Jane? Unta
How
padalan
did siya?
tag balik bayan
Oh,
back.
how did to siya? So nangutan nami, what made you wanna apply sa mong company? And he spoke about what he noticed about our culture, what he has seen online, what he has researched. Grabe siya diyang research that's specific towards our company, and we were
ba?
we were unique at that time, 'di ba, ang ato ang company. So like it was one of the best work interview experience.
Hello, the best daw?
He got hired not as WordPress expert.
Or lahi.
Parlahi na role where he also thrived.
Oh, nag-thrive siya. Nahimo sa siyang same. Nako, nahimo manager.
Nahimo siyang
nahimo
manager.
leader po.
Yeah. Also, you know, like,
Wapo ng examples, Win.
mga nga na mga opportunity. And
So,
it's,
which
it's simply
also
because
show-
of research.
Yeah, which also shows
Oh.
that pwede jud. Pwede jud.
nga.
Labaw mapakita niyo bang maparaan, resourceful ito
Yes,
Okay, let's proceed. So now that naka-prepare na, naka-research na ka, ready na kayo ka, kabro na ka, kisa na company, now I think during the interview. During the interview, pag matagan kag chance, muna ni ang katong, muna jud ni. Kailangan jud mo ipakita kung kinsa ka and what can you do. Pero never jud bluff, never fake, never like say something na di mo kaya. But there's always a way on how to say it and still in a positive way.
Yeah.
Nga dili ka magmuka nga naga-pretend. Yeah, you can always use basta kana example. Pero before the example ay na lang. During the interview, it's important that you feel the vibe. You really feel the vibe. You can't just come in like a blazing hot fire, like, hey everyone, I'm here, I'm ready. Dili ka sure kung unsang klase imong ginasudlan. You need to like assess, uy, unsa man ni nag-interview sa kwa, seryoso ba ni siya, witty ba, or like kanang loose inana. So pag tan-aw nimo nga ay okay man day kay murag kalma ram day, so you also can be calm. Pero then answer, when you answer, you just went just straight in unsa imong gusto i-answer. Put a little context, but don't overdo it to a point nga daghan ka gipang share. Isa lang pangutan na pertinent mo gihatag daghan nang gitubag.
Unless it's relevant.
Yeah, at least
Unless
it's
it's
relevant.
relevant to the answer.
Pero there are also times where ang imong mga tubag might hurt your chances instead of help you. Murag ko na ginaingon nga less talk, less mistake. Pero kato ba na murag go straight, just be objective with your answer, pero don't be also robotic na murag unsa naman ni siya. Wala naman ni siya kanang
Mura man ni gana.
Ay dili uli gana, mura naman ni siya, wala lagi ni siya ka personality ba. So what I'm also trying to say is that put a little personality, ipakita pod kinsa ka, let be a little fun or like quirky, but don't be too much as well. Tapos try to break the ice. Try to break the ice by a little joke here and there, pero be smart jokes inana. Tapos connect jud is very important. Once you connect to the interviewer, di na ka malimtan basta-basta.
Yeah.
So you should leave a really good lasting impression nga katong tawhana to ba kay gaan siya ka storya. Kay aniha, for sure naaghan jud dira nga mas hawd pa si muha sa unsa ang trabaho mo gina-applyan, and mas fit pa ka sa imuha. Inana jud dapat imong isipon, pero ang imong panlaban na lang kay kabalo ka unsa imong ginastorya, kaya nimo unsa imong pahimo bisan pag dili ka paras kahawd para sa uban, pero you are the best candidate that fits the culturally, fits kinsa lang ginapangita kay nindot ka katrabaho.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah, that's so true. I'm trying to remember kanang mga unforgettable gyapon ng mga interview experiences. Pero one of the things ako jud mag-story.
Ikaw man ang mas babad.
Ako ang babad. One of the things that I know na when I speak with the person na kanaganing back is straight, eye to eye contact na, pero not to a point na murag tutukan ako na murag di naman niya siya nagablink, uy murag nga na dili pud siguro. Pero kanang knows how to maintain eye contact.
You know when a person is engaged.
Oo, tapos
you would know.
Number 1 na akong manotice, firm handshake, pero that is face to face. On sa lahi man yung virtual on sa body eye
firm.
When you mentioned magud about personality, one of my closest friends now who I used to interview pod, kanang we had this weird question manggod na tell me a story about a frog in an airplane. And then she I forgot what her story was, but we had a great conversation prior because that
You
was my
enjoyed the
final
whole
question.
you enjoyed the whole interview.
I enjoyed the whole interview. For my final question was that tell me a story about a frog in an airplane, and she made this great story. Then I was so
Is this Aya?
hooked. No, it's Patty.
It's Patty, sorry.
I
Hi,
was so
Pat.
hooked, and then she started crying. She started
Please don't
crying.
do that.
But
Please
don't do that. I'm not saying you do that. Pero yung
I mean, it was...
it was one of the unforgettable. She started crying, but then she was laughing with tears. Ana good. But
Wait
it
lang,
wasn't.
Dulong na lagi
Pero in a way,
hadlok.
she didn't make the interview awkward.
Ah.
Or she didn't make it awkward. In
English
fact,
lagi kay ka.
kanang ano siya, grabe siya. Kanang, kuhan siya ba, kaning gyapong her personality to uplift and to engage was still
ang point
there.
I think, is
When
that she was able to deliver it really well.
She was able to deliver it really well. That is not awkward
Delivery
for
is
both of us.
everything else.
Na, to a point, I actually forgot na she cried during the interview until she teased me about it and said, gipahila ko nimo sa interview. Like, ha? Unsa ko gihimo? Tapos, na-remind ko, ay tama, di I know. But because she delivered it really well, is my point.
Yeah.
Na,
No, pero...
I'm not saying na muhilak mo during interview.
Kato
Pero,
ba, like, one of the things kasi ako sad, kung ako to, in my interviews, Jud, I always, Jud, try my best to connect. Like, really create connection. Like, tapos to a point na, I don't want them to see me as someone na inferior. I want them to see me as someone na capable. Capable.
Yeah.
Ikaduha, someone that they can depend on. Ikaduha. Ikatulo, someone that someone nga naidala nga valuable for them.
yes.
And ikaapat, someone nga they can relate into. So I think when it comes to that relatable, kasi just sharing ba, I have like just weird conversations with interviews before nga kanang on point na murag far out mo kinamong topic pero I know what he's talking. I know nga murag kanang maana ko nga ay may usa ba moingon siya nga let's dive right in maana siya sure tas sige na siya istorya ay ko nga wait hold up are you showing me your screen siya nga ano siya I forgot ay ko well you are true to your word you just dove right in so murag kanang inana nga mabutang mo murag I know nga gagmay siya pero it made the client murag makataw siya ay bitaw no kalimot ko like napayosaya ana siya na I don't have specific schedules. All right, so let's just play it by ear. Oh, I love that. I use that a lot. Oh, cool. So ang point mga mura gani having wider vocabulary and wider na kanang knowledge when it comes to a lot of things really. Would help you. Bisag di pa na siya useful karon, mahimo siyang useful sometimes.
Yeah. Actually, I remembered something na pod na there was this, kasi one of my roles was client matching, matching the VA with the client. I was looking based on the skills needed ng client and skills available sa applicant. So I remember this one applicant na I didn't know he has interest in kanang physical exercise, kanang taking care of your body and everything. And I matched him with a client
I know him.
Matching with a client
Let's not gonna name him ever.
Kanang physical trainer. He was like a parang coach. Coach siya about with physical na mga
fitness
coach ba din ang term. I didn't know this applicant was also interested in fitness. Gimatch lang nako sila.
And nag-click
based
sila.
on pero here's the thing. I matched them because I was desperate. This guy doesn't really have a lot of skills. Doesn't really have a lot of skills.
Kabulok what happened.
And then,
nag-connect sila tungod sa fitness.
And I didn't even know. But I was just desperate, Ben. And this guy has great comms and maybe it will work out.
Nag-work siya. Bisag wala siya skill. Nag-work siya tungod
Nag-work siya because of their common
sila.
interest.
Kana ba? Importante.
And nagdugay sila.
And I think this is also connects to what I was sharing earlier nga. Knowing kinsa imong kastorya. Knowing the company. Kay kung, I know this might sound controversial or bad wherein you try to connect. Maningkamot ka na mo connect sa ilaha ba bisag dili to ikaw pero you're trying to sell yourself man god. More gani mura ka gi-immerse mo ko galingon sa ilang company nga inani sila magstorya, inani lang kailangan. Di ba kilisod man pod good no kung imo jud i-force ngin ani man ko palita ko ninyo as I am kay dili mo jud na mahitabo.
Dili, no,
So
yeah.
you're trying to sell yourself and try to make them see that ako inyong kailangan kay inani ko and inani jud mo. So ako to di ba murag ang point pa nga kung circle ka mo ning huluganan kay ang huluganan kay square dili jud mo mag-meet.
Yeah.
Di jud mo mag-meet. So I think kana ang point. Now going back to what we're trying to say is that kato prepare, feel the vibe, also know who you're talking to, try to be comprehensive and also with your answers based lang sa question. Sunod kay put a little personality. Tapos having wide knowledge or mga inanangabot could help you and kanang try to connect and create genuine nga kanang connection and so that they will remember you. Okay.
Yeah. And I think the genuine connection of course connects with nalang ko niyang duman kanang nag-mention ka na katong vibe na ano. Also,
Are we vibing?
the clients would also want to vibe with you. Many times already na naka-interview ko tapos the client came back to me and said, I just can't vibe with this person. Pero the person has great personality and great various interests.
Kaya dili lang dyan sila match.
Dili lang dyan sila macho. Pero like,
dili dyan na siya about skills all the time.
sometimes it's not just
Sometimes
about
client
skills.
would see potential. See nga murag, more I know this personality skill pero kabalo ko nga trainable na
Mag-work
siya.
niya.
Kabalo ko this person kay hardworking na siya. Kabalo ko this person kay dili siya lisod tudloan without you saying that I am hardworking and I'm a fast learner because that's just BS. Well, I guess that's it, Swin. O anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, like, I hope no na among mga nahatag na mo'y nakuha, na mo'y na-learn, na mo'y ma-apply.
Wala mo nagsayang siyang oras.
Wala na sayangin yung oras. Pero, one thing is, like we mentioned sa start, these might help. So, these might help. Again, it's still up to you. All the hard work and the legwork is still up to you. Wala mi dira when you're in the interview, there are a lot of factors to consider, but
Daghan.
these are some of the things that we have seen, we have observed na nahitabo with people around
us conducting interview and us going through interview.
Yes. So, Moto, thank you for listening. And just to give you a teaser for next episode,
Sure na?
Sure na.
Nami guest. Kana na lang sa-
So, this is the first episode na we are actually inviting a guest.
Okay.
So, teaser lang na siya.
Ang guest
We
kay
will-
si Donald Trump. Dili
You
bitaw.
will know who this person is on the next episode.
Si Mark Cuban.
So, thank you so much, guys, for being with us again.
Yeah, and if you're interested, if you wanted to go through training, check on Down South Trainers, kasabaan ko sa akong team. Down South Trainers and
On Facebook.
on
Facebook.com/DownSouthTrainers. Or you can actually go to BisayangVA.com.
BisayangVA.com. Bisaya ang among mga kurso dito, Bisaya English. So amo ang gihimo nga
Bisaya na nagamay English.
Bisaya nga nay gamay English. Kay lisod itudlo ang mga jargons and terms in Bisaya maluoy mo. Kamo ato.
Yeah.
So kato, if you're interested, check and enroll. I'll be there. Ako isa sa mga coaches. Swin is also there with other legit karaang damang mga kuyaw, mga banggiitan, mga kato sa industry.
Yes.
And let's go.
Peace out.
So they-
Bye.